Immobile's strengths has always been, if you can give him space on the counter to run, to get that bit of that first step, that bit of acceleration going, to get in behind the defender, he can exploit those direct balls really, really well. And he knows how to make those runs off a defender. He knows how to play on the shoulder of a defender. He knows how to do that. And maybe there's also something in his personality. I'm inclined to say there is something in his personality, unfortunately, that I think some footballers feel. And again, it's not just footballers, right? Like, it applies to anything, it applies to anyone in any job. Some of us feel better and do our best work when everyone around us is giving us a hug and giving us a pat on the back and saying you're doing great. And some people do their best work when someone is screaming in their face, you're terrible, and try harder. Like, that's just different human characters, right? Like, some people want to have adversity thrown at them all the time and to sort of rail against it. And that's how they thrive. Like, they thrive by fighting. And I don't think that Immobile is a fighter. I think Immobile is actually, like, despite having a bit of a party boy image, I think he's quite a gentle soul. Weirdly, I think he's quite a sort of, I say this with tenderness because in my life, many of my favorite people are like this, but like, I think he's quite a soft soul. And look, being sort of brutal about it, he's been a disaster for Italy. And I have been in the camp that wanted him to be, well, he has. Like, we've played, Mina's got the giggles now, and it's not helping me, but we've played World Cup playoffs. He has, Mina. Like, it's horrible to say it, but it's true. We've played World Cup playoffs against Sweden and Macedonia, and we haven't scored a goal in any of them. Do you know who was up front for all three of those games? Ciro Immobile. Like, we can talk about João Pedro, we can talk about Ventura not bringing Insigne off the bench against Sweden. He's had 3 World Cup playoff games, and he hasn't scored in any of them. Even more than any of the other numbers. That's brutal. Like, that's your job. That's literally, like, your job is to score those goals, and you haven't done it.